it is time for Holier Than Thou. And actually, this week, I've really enjoyed this week. It's been a discussion, debate kind of week, robust contest of ideas. That's what we love to see. This week and last week has also seen some disagreement around the political spectrum about what the word woke means and whether it can be accurately assigned to sushi, for example. As I think it can. There are certain foods that, indeed, everyday items as well, that could be described as woke. And I think sushi's probably up there with quinoa and silver beet. Doesn't mean I don't like them, just means they're woke. It's a feeling. It's an aura. Anyway, some aren't as fond of the word woke, and one person who really got a bee in his bonnet about it this week was Auckland University's Dr. Neil Curtis, whose article in Newsroom drew inspiration from Mark Dolder's favourite pastime of gleefully explaining why everyday things are racist. Drawing from the woke person's playbook, Professor Curtis spends his precious column inches explaining in the most excruciating manner possible that the word woke is racist, because it hails from 19th century America, when African Americans would tell each other to stay woke in order to avoid falling victim to racial discrimination. Curtis later told me in an email exchange I had with him that he thinks it's problematic for anyone who isn't black to use the word woke. And that came out of nowhere, didn't it, really? And I think it's one of my favourite things that's ever been written, seriously, because it's just so bizarre and it's so out of left field. And the knee-slappingly hilarious irony of an Auckland University academic getting upset at right-wingers calling lefties woke, and then writing an article saying white people shouldn't say the word woke because it's racist, and using the word problematic all at the same time. I love it. It's like all my Christmases have come at once. Unfortunately, I won't have the pleasure of listening to Neil expand on his ideas because he has turned down an interview with the platform this week. Disappointing, I know. You all know how I feel about academics who write publicly available articles for nationally distributed publications and then refuse to front and debate their ideas in the media. So he's going on Holier Than Thou this week, even though he's written what might be my favourite article by anyone ever. Next up, Tory Whanau makes the list again, smashing her own record of however many times it's been now. This week, the Mayor refused an interview on the platform about her support for the cancellation of a local speaking event, that being the Inflection Point Gender Conference in Wellington, on the grounds that the council's guideline or code of conduct for venue hires states that they support the rainbow community. Her council colleague, Nikau Winera, did agree to debate the issue, but that's not good enough if she's an elected public representative and she's going to come out and suggest that rate-paying Wellington residents don't get to choose what issues they hear discussion on. She should have the guts to front up and explain why. The question I think her and her council colleagues need to answer is this. Do they agree that there needs to be debate and discussion around issues pertaining to the process and implications of gender transitioning, especially when it comes to kids? It's not about supporting, it's not about hate, it's not about the right to exist. No. It's about, is there the need for further public discussion and debate around these issues at the moment? The answer is so clearly yes. And when you look at what's going on in the world, and if the answer is yes, well, how are you supposed to do that if you would have these speaking events shut down and cancelled anytime you don't like them? You can't, and that's the point. Tory Whanau makes the list again this week, and that is Holier Than Thou. A short one, but another interesting, enjoyable week on the platform.